What's up guys, I'm Sean. Here's your beginner's guide to Thunderhill East bypass and cyclone configuration. I drive a 2004 BMW E46 M3. Your results will vary based on experience, car, modifications, and track conditions. Drive through the gates, past the gas station, and that's where we park for Thunderhill East. I like to park in front of the building next to the awning. The awning is free parking, but it's first come first serve. Thunderhill has plenty of parking spots. Once you checked in, got your car ready to go, this is how it looks on track. From the pits, you enter the track starting at turn 1. Do not apex turn 1 because the track is hot and cars are coming down the straight at over 100 miles an hour. Hang to the far right until after turn 1. This is the bypass configuration in slow motion. Front straight, I'm going over 130 miles an hour, getting ready for turn 1. I brake here, and then I apex turn 1. And then I unwind to the right. And I get set up for turn 2. I drop it into third gear. Usually I set up turn 2 in the middle, but since there's a car that I just passed, I hung to the left instead. But at the end of turn 2, you apex it, and then you unwind to the right and get set up for turn 3. Turn 3 is tricky. It's off bank. This is where a lot of people spin, so be careful. You want to hang to the middle of turn 3. You take turn 3, and then you suck it into the right, and then you take turn 4, apex it to the left, and then you get ready for the bypass. The bypass is really tricky. Here, I just let off the gas, point the car slightly to the right. As I go over the hill and come down, I land on the right. And then once the car settles, I get back on the gas. Because I'm carrying so much speed, I sort of missed turn 6, but that's okay. You can still make turn 6 right here. And now we get ready to take turn 7. Turn 7 is really easy. I'm going to shift to 4th gear. Take turn 7. Now turn 8 is a high speed turn, but it's pretty easy. You just got to screw up some speed. I tap the brakes, apex turn 8, and I unwind to the right. There's some runoff there. Now we're going up the hill towards turn 9, and I'm going to drop it down to 3rd gear, take turn 9, apex the turn, and if you look far ahead, there's a water tower, so that's what you want to aim for. Shoot for the water tower, then when you land, it should set you up for turn 9. Now I go to the left, come down the hill, I'm in 4th gear, and I'm going over 100 here. Drop it down to 3rd gear, take turn 10, and then I stay in 3rd gear. And turn 11 is tricky. This is where a lot of people spin to because it's very tight. But if you take the turn and then you immediately unwind to the right and just go over the berm, that's okay. That's turn 12. Turn 13 is straight for it. You just apex the turn, drop it to 4th gear. This is the back straight. Turn 14 is pretty tricky. This is where you brake hard and turn late and turn sharp. You see the cone on my right side right there. And then unwind out. And then apex turn 15 and unwind out. And now I'm flat out. Drop it to 4th gear and I'm going over 100 miles an hour on the straight. So the bypass is really tricky, and turn 3 and turn 9 is tricky. Here's bypass at normal speed. Front straight, going over 100 miles an hour. Brake, apex turn 1. Unwind to the right. And I normally hang in the middle at turn 2, but this car is in my way, so I hung to the left instead. But if you hang to the middle at turn 2, it's like a big U-turn, it's pretty easy. Then you can apex it late. And then you unwind to the right, get set up for turn 3. Turn 3 is off bank. Turn in from the middle, and then I suck it in to the right, and then I turn to the left, and then I unwind to the right, and then I go back to the left for the bypass. I lift, set my car to the right. Once the car lands and it settles, then I get back on the gas. And then I normally would apex turn 6, but my speed momentum threw me off. But I can still apex it there late. Now unwind, drop it to 4th gear. Turn 7 is easy, straightforward. As you're carrying speed, turn 8, tap the brake, Apex the cone right there. Unwind to the right. There's runoff there. Going up the hill, I get ready for turn 9. Downshift to third. Turn in for turn 9. Look in the distance for the water tower. It sets you up as you come down. Hang to the left. And then work your way back down to the right. Downshift to third. Take turn 10. Unwind. I stay in third. Turn 11 is sharp. I turn sharp left. And I immediately unwind to the right so the car doesn't spin. Go over the berm. It's okay. Turn 13 is straightforward. You just take the turn. Now I'm going to work my way back over to the left. I'm in 4th gear now. Flat out. Turn 14 is a double apex. Brake hard, brake late. Turn in sharp. Aim for that cone on your right. Unwind slightly. Steady throttle. Turn back in. Turn 15. Now unwind out. And now I'm flat out for the straight. And work your way towards the right and get set up for turn 1. So if it's your first time at Thunderhill East, take it easy and go slow in the early sessions. Here's the Cyclone configuration in slow motion. Starting from turn 3, you hang to the middle. Then you start to suck it into your right. And turn 3 is tricky because it's off bank, so remember that. And the Cyclone and bypass configuration is similar except for one turn, which is turn 5. So bypass is normally to your left, but this is Cyclone to your right. You go up the hill, you turn sharp in left, and then you unwind to the right. And you go down the hill and let the momentum carry you out slightly before you suck it back in to the right to get ready to apex turn 6. Let's watch the Cyclone configuration one more time. Apex turn 4 right here. And instead of going left to the bypass, you're going to go right for the Cyclone. You brake hard to scrub speed. Turn sharp in left. And then you unwind right as you go down the hill. And then momentum is going to bring you out. But you can slowly work your way towards the right and get ready for turn 6. So here's the bypass configuration one more time. I'm on the left side of the hill. I lift off the throttle, point my car to the right, and it should land where I want it. And once the car settles, I get back on the gas. So the bypass is tricky because it's really high speed. So that's the beginner's guide to Thunderhill East, bypass and Cyclone configuration. Look out for my Laguna Seca video coming soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.